let's look at coordination in plants. First of all, definition of terms. Tropism, the process by which plants grow towards a stimulus or away from a stimulus. If it grows towards a stimulus, we call it positive response. If it grows away from the stimulus, we call it negative response. Phototropism, this is when plants respond to light. Gravitropism, this is when plants respond to gravity. Auxins, these are the chemicals that control tropism. Plants respond by producing a growth hormone called auxin, which controls the direction of growth of the roots or the stem. So auxins mostly are produced at the tips of the stems and the shoot, and then they diffuse from the high concentration area of the tips to other parts of the stems and the roots. So auxins have two effects. In the shoots, they cause elongation of the meristematic cells, and in the roots, they inhibit or slow the rate of growth. So we are going to see that later. So if we have bean plant growing, this is a shoot, and this is what is developing to be the root. So the tip of the shoot and the tip of the root, that is where auxins will be produced. Phototropism, shoots must grow towards light and away from gravity. And this is for a simple reason: plants undergo the process of photosynthesis. Remember, plants do not respond as fast as animals. Their response is slower to stimuli. However, they do respond to the environment, the changes in the environment, which is the stimuli. So they need light for the leaves. That is why the shoot will always have a positive phototropic response and a negative gravitropic response. So that means if we have our shoot, this is a tip, and we have auxins being produced, they lead to the elongation and the growth of the shoot. If light is coming from all directions, then the shoot will grow straight up. Now, in a situation where there's light only coming from one direction, let's say that is the direction that we have light coming from, auxins are what we call light shy. They move away from the light. So the dark side will receive more auxins. This will lead to more growth on the dark side than the light side, leading to a growth of the shoot towards the light, because the dark side grows faster, elongates faster compared to the side that has light, and this leads to the bending of the shoot towards light. So this is what we mean by positive phototropism. It moves towards the light. Positive phototropism. When the shoot grows away from gravity, we call it negative geotropism or negative gravitropism. Now it is the same principle. Now it's only that gravity is the one affecting the distribution. So if you grow your plant and put it horizontally, gravity will pull auxins to the lower side. So auxins will move to the lower side. And remember, auxins elongate or increase the growth rate of the cells of the shoot. This will lead to the lower side will grow faster. Leading to a bend towards light, or leading to a bend away from gravity. So this is what we mean by negative geotropism, bending away from gravity. Another one is gravitropism, or also known as geotropism. Roots needs to grow downwards, and this is to provide an anchor for the plant, holding the plant in place, and also for absorption of water and mineral ions. This means that the roots will have negative phototropism and positive geotropism. So the root will always grow downwards. So if by any chance we have a situation where you put it upside down, where you have this being our shoot and this being our roots, due to the positive gravitropism, the root will grow downwards and the shoot will grow upwards. So this is our shoot and this is our roots. So if we are to put it in an horizontal manner, where you have the shoots and the roots being horizontal, the same thing will happen. Gravity will affect the auxins and pull them to the lower side. So the auxins will be pulled to the lower side. In the roots, auxins inhibit cell elongation, which means it lowers the growth rate of the lower side for the roots. So if the roots have a lowered elongation with high concentration of auxins, so what will happen is the roots will tend to bend down towards the soil and towards gravity, because the slow rate of growth on the lower side, which has high concentration of auxins. For the shoot, it is the opposite. Because of the high concentration and high concentration in the shoot increases growth rate and elongation. Hence, it will bend upwards so that it can move towards the light. Now, in a situation where you have it in an horizontal manner, this is your root and this is your shoot. Shoot. And introduce something called a clinostat or clinostat. A clinostat will spin the developing shoot and roots constantly. This will lead to equal distribution of the auxins in the shoot and in the root, finally giving us a straight growth without the effect of gravity or light, because the auxins are distributed equally as it continues spinning. That is a touch on tropism. All the best as you study.